Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Spirit Medium. Today I'm going to be doing a general energy reading for you guys. So when it resonates, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and I'll go ahead and jump into the video now. I just wanted to mention that, these readings are not like, they are timeless and everything, but it's just like planting a seed. It's activating something within you that may be dormant, that may be wanting to come out. So that's what I mean by a general reading. It's going to awaken and do certain things for certain people. So just know that you subconsciously have called this energy and this information to you. So take heed, and I'll jump into the reading now. All right, so we have 2 crystal cards. How pretty. So good old Lemurian quartz. What it is. Lemurian quartz is identifiable by its blushing hue and the ladder-like horizontal grooves that climb up its face. Its name is its name is a shout out to Lemuria, a fabled lost continent whose highly evolved inhabitants, some far out folks insist, now live under Mount Shasta in California. Dang, that's wicked cool. So this is what I mean by like activation, when I'm speaking, people call them twin flames, star seeds, old souls, whatever it is. Basically getting you back to the essence of your godhood, things that they may try to say now are fabled or lost or made up things, but these are very real things. These are very real codes that you have within yourself that things like this reading will activate. Who needs it? Anyone in need of vacation from their thoughts. Where to put it? Lemurians are like wands. Point them at body parts, friends, and other crystals that need more juice. When to use it? Whenever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awaken your inner wizard or witch and cast a spell with Lemurian quartz. Escape your mind. So it's almost like you have to lose your mind to find it, kind of thing. That's what I just got. So even though, like, again, I'm speaking to people who are past the level of illusion, past 3D fear-based mindsets. They're trying to move into that next paradigm shift. They're trying to ascend higher and higher with Kaya. So this reading is definitely confirmation that I'm speaking to, an ancient, endless energy that's within you. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to your circumstances. I'm not talking to your fear. I'm not talking to your insecurities or your self-sabotaging ways so much. We may touch on those things, but we're really here to get to the root of the issue, the real truth. Again, a lot of truths nowadays, they want you to think that they're the Matrix or whatever, the real dark wizards or whatever you want to call them. Like, they want you to think that these are illusions or just made up stories, but really this is your story. This is your truth that you're activating into. And then we have this pretty stone, this gorgeous, it's like earth. Sugilite. Vibrant purple, electric magenta, void black. The surface of sugilite calls forth otherworldly realms, dreamy, extraterrestrial, psychedelic. And its illuminating energy encourages you to leave behind reality and visit those far out regions. Because again, this reality is in quotation marks because this is the Matrix. It's like illusions that you need to look past in order to get to the essence of things. That nowadays may seem far out or crazy or whatever, but it's just because you have a lot of sheep who think this made up reality is the absolute truth, and that's the farthest thing from the truth. Who needs it? Anyone planning an escape from the confines of space and time, because time and space are illusion. So that's the thing. It's like, I just heard that song, I've got to break free. So that's what this energy is about. It's about breaking free from the confinements and the illusions of this matrix that tries to make you believe that you are not who you are. Where to put it? Whenever you dream, meditate, or grow your light. When to use it? When you're called to take your spiritual practice to another level. It's easy to stay stuck in something that isn't working. There's a comfort there's a comfort to safe and status quo, but there's an unknown out there, unlimited blissed out possibilities. Ask Sugar to light the way there. Stretch the limits of your imagination, because when you're stretching the limits of your imagination, I imagine we can replace imagination with the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind makes up, it's like where your truth lies. Everybody has been programmed a different way. Their subconscious minds have picked up things for certain reasons that resonate with them for certain reasons, but we are not taught how to truly tap into that subconscious mind. And when we do, people like to call it a daydream or imagination, when really that's where we're going to find the epitome of our truth, of your truth. It says when you're called to take your spiritual practices to another level. So to me, that means that you're ascending, because the spirit never begins and never ends. It may change, you know, like for right now, we're here in this 3D flesh body, but when this reality is done, you're going to ascend to a different level. Your soul, your energy, your essence never leaves you. So when you tap into that, it's basically taking you out of this fake reality and showing you the truth of who you are and the truth of what you've always been. It may feel safe, especially in this day and age, to kind of turn a blind eye or to, you know, close your eyes and pretend like it's not happening, but that's detrimental as well. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, especially when there's unlimited blissful opportunities out there that are calling you. Calling you. Look at, we have called. Crazy. So the first card we have out is called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. It's time to step up because the time is now. I feel like we've already been made aware of the illusions and the duality of life. So now it's time to transcend that. It's time to really get out of the going back and forth of good and bad or right and wrong, because it's going to be different for everybody. That's why your subconscious mind and learning how to tap into that and to believe it and to trust it is very crucial at this point, because you're on a journey. You know, this card in this deck, like there's a lot of energy sometimes that's surrounded right now. It's just you, the knowledge that you've gained, and this new portal that you are activating when you activate all the knowledge that you have within yourself. You can't really see it, I don't think, on camera, but it almost looks like a hall of rooms, like a library. Like you have so much infinite knowledge that's stored away, and what it's doing, it's giving you the key to ascend to an even higher place spiritually, because we are all, you know, we all may be different colors, whatever it is, but we all have an essence. We all have a spirit that never ends. So you have really tapped into that knowledge and that knowing. Right now, it may just be a whisper because this came out inverted. So you may be kind of ignoring it. You may be taking it so far, and then you cut off your consciousness to really fulfilling the entirety of your mission. But your higher self is wanting you to take heed to the call and know that this is not a drill. It's time for you to step up right now, because when you step up, it creates a chain reaction for your DNA ascension, for your God-like ascension, and it shows other people the truth of who they are as well. So soul gifts and training. So you've been through many lifetimes, you've learned so many things. So don't let people make you think that your strengths or your gifts are just tricks. You know, they're not tricks. You're not tricking anybody. You're not crazy. You have mastered a lot of life lessons that have turned you into like a professional high level ranking soul. You know what I mean? And when you get to a certain point of ranking, what does that mean? That there's people under you. So when you do your thing and you follow your path, it clears the way for a lot of other people. It makes the illusions fade away and only the truth stands, because you're the truth, right? We have the seas of Minnetonka. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. And what did we talk about at the beginning of the reading? What have I mentioned a couple times? The unconscious to light, your subconscious mind. They want you to believe, this matrix, illusions, fear-based programming wants you to believe that your imagination or your subconscious is not important, but it's actually the most important tool that you have, especially in this realm full of illusions, full of distractions. When you it's like, in order to, you have to go through the darkness to see the light. They want you to be afraid of the dark, because if you never venture there, if you never go into the dark, you never get to see the real truth, and you never step into the light. You stay in limbo, you stay lost, and you kind of lose your mind. You go crazy, right? That's when they're able to point at you and say, oh, you're crazy, you're unstable, whatever people is. But it's a reflection of you, you know. It's a reflection that you haven't really come to accept the fact that you are who you are, because you have unlimited potential. Unlimited. There's no cap. Your cup overflows. All right. Then we have this card that came out, the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So the Great Severing, as we all know, you know, again, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of too many distractions out there that make you, that like they overwhelm you so much that we even tend to forget that just a year ago, just 2 years ago, just 3 years ago, the entire planet was going through something big and crucial. They tried to shut us away. They tried to avert our eyes. They tried to make us fearful because we wouldn't be able to see the truth. But if you're tapping into this message, you have seen the truth. You know what the truth is. There has been a great severing. There has been a great severing from false magic, from witchcraft, from illusions, from fear-based programming. You know, the illusions have been broken over so many people, and now is the time that we're fighting to get back to, you know, we're trying to keep our wits about us. We're trying to conquer the entirety of our thoughts, from the conscious to the subconscious. We're trying to remember who we are, because it's like we all came into this world with amnesia. You know what I mean? And that's not a mistake. It wasn't an accident. That happened for a reason. There's some energies out there that are trying to harness what is rightfully yours, what is rightfully ours, the truth. You know, the truth is supposed to be for everybody, but they want to harness that, and they want to be the masters of it. Because if they're the masters of it and you're their stepping stool, it's like they use your energy, they use your power, they use your unlimited potential for their selfish gain, which is why we keep being in this illusion of this loop of limbo and illusion. But again, with the Great Severing, that is no longer it. If you are dealing with people who are still like in limbo, or they're still unsure, or they still want to act like they don't know what's going on, you have to really just leave them there as they are. Don't let it anger you. Don't let it cause any conflict within yourself, because that's also a part of the game. If they can't get, you know, the Bible says, like, if the devil can't get you, he's gonna get those closest to you, whether it's children, parents, you know, a work, your self-worth, you know what I mean, your very essence of who you are. If they can keep you in angry, low vibrational energy, you'll never or in fear, because that's all the same thing, right? Fear, shame, distraught. You know, if they have you in that energy, you will never get the courage and the strength to go towards the darkness, because you know that on the other side of that darkness is the light. We have this card also says softening to love, so that's going to be a key for you. And I wanted to bring that up because this says water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. So again, even though we are infinite energy that are now currently in this 3D fleshly body, it is a gift, right? it has its reason. We're not just here for nothing. It's not some super pessimistic game that God or your higher self is playing on you. It's crucial and it's needed. And that's why you're here doing this work, seeing past the illusions and stepping into who you truly are. But while you do that, just know that it can be rough on the body. It can be rough on the mind and on the spirit. And even beings with infinite cosmic power need to soften to love, because love is the strongest force in the universe. So that in itself, when you give yourself grace, when you give yourself love, when you give yourself compassion, you don't burn out before you reach the truth and show others the way, right? So make sure that you're drinking enough water, especially when we're ascending, especially after the few years we just had, where the stress itself, the environmental stress, the stress of our food, the stress of our water, the stress of our folks, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's created a lot of stress on the body, and that's the number one killer, right? So you don't want things to end before you can really tap in and begin. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, getting fresh air, using all the wonders of this physical world to remind you of who you are, whether it's the stars, the sun, the moon. When you study those things and you break them down, don't just look at them like these far away things that aren't of you, because the thing is, what your higher self and everything is wanting you to learn is that those are reflections of you and your soul. You make up, there's like so many pieces of you that make up this one amazing light, crystalline being, right? So be very tender with yourself, get lots of rest, give yourself, going back to this card, it said, whenever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awaken your inner wizard or witch and cast a spell. So remember, the power is within you. So you can give that to yourself. You can give yourself that extra boost of energy to keep going. You can give yourself grace. You can give yourself love. When you're called to take your spiritual practice to another level, it's easy to stay stuck in something that isn't working. There's a comfort to safe and status quo, but there's an unknown out there with unlimited blissed out possibilities. So just remember that what I keep hearing is Jay Electronica's line where he says, the universe is listening, be careful what you say to it. So again, your power, the magic is within you. You are the wizard, you are the witch, you are the high priestess, you are the high priest, you are the sacred knowledge that you seek, right? So be in an energy of not only being defensive against illusions and fear-based mindsets, but also be open to receiving the truth of who you are. Be slow to anger, okay? Be slow to anger with yourself, with your triggers, with the world. Just know that when you give yourself nourishment, when you give yourself rest, that's when you give your subconscious mind the ability to peek through and to give you answers, to give you reminders that you have persevered through many lifetimes, that you have mastered many lessons, you have accomplished so much, and now it's like another level that you've ascended to. Okay, all right, y'all, so that was the reading. Again, if it resonates, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.